So this is the problems about the actual system itself for the depth map. So you can see it's following all the images perfectly. This goes through a full run, everything gets matched, which is quite good. But this is where one of the main problems come up, is when you get all the calibration, it'll do it, work out all the error rate. So you can see it looks nice, it's what it's supposed to be, so the left eye's normal, and then that's distorted to match everything. However, the error rates are quite high. We've had lower, and this is where, if you don't get that calibration on point, or it's not right, or little things aren't right, like lighting can affect it. The way you hold the box depends again on the lighting, how you hold it, the way you're holding it, how your system works. We've had a lot of problems with the eyes themselves. So if I look over here, so the right eye here, if that's twisted in any sort of way, that will create problems. One of the ways we found to resolve this, as my colleagues are just about to show me, is running it across. So you see they're in line, and particularly this line here is matching. When we first did it, it wasn't matching. It was completely skew-if. It was not right. At the moment, it's slightly towed in, which is okay. Not completely parallel, but they are a bit towed in. If they were towed out, that would be another problem that you could easily get. So now we're going to run to see the depth map. So if we run that, this is where all the problems from the calibration will come into it. This will easily create a lot of noise, so we don't need to do that. You just need to run it. So at the moment, if you watch, it's a depth map. If it points towards me, which like, see, so it's pointing towards me now. As you can see my arm. I'm pointing to my other arm, so that's nearer to the camera itself. So if I bring my hand towards it, like so, the depth will colour. We implemented the colour because the black and white's quite hard to see on your eyes, and so we found that this helped improve it. But as you can see, there's a lot of noise. Like, we tried many different ways, we tried the speckling, but the problem is that quite a lot of this is noise affecting the depth. As you can see here, like especially with the colour, you can see like my hands here, you can see it a lot better. So you can see the mouse here is much closer. My hand's now gone brighter, but a lot of this noise is just destroying it. So if I try to get a depth map on any, like say my hand, it's bright blue or black, like it's not being picked up. And the other part of here, both of these, because they're not matching to that image, it's actually black. So you've lost straight away. You've lost out on some of your imagery. The damage from the software because of the wording above it, that's another problem. And also the object you use to map it. So if you've got a multicolored with lots of corners, it will easily pick up because it can recognize where the pop corners are or the colors, so it's more likely to compare them to their match. But as you can see in my hand, because it's moved flat, like there's parts of it that's quite flat, it can't pick it up, and that's why it looks like a bit of a shading on my thumb, like it's double thumb, because it doesn't recognize that area and then does recognize it in other parts. So that's another problem, the actual comparison. I think those are the most big problems, and that's it. Also, but to expand on, I know I've just finished, but to expand on it, this is, as you can see, it's not much different. It's all in one place. If I rotate it, making sure it's absolutely square on. As you can see, absolutely square on, so all the points should be the same colour. But as you can see here, a flat image with different parts, different colours, will actually confuse it even further. So we found the board was absolutely worst thing to compare it to. And you see that apparently that's closer than there and there, and other little points. And it's just like a lighting, albeit shows you the lighting a bit further. That was the last point. Yeah, just.